What's your place in this world? It's a beautiful line that I got from the movie Jerry Maguire what starring starring Tom Cruise. And he talked about, you know, thinking about what was his place in the world. And he didn't like the idea of his job not having any substance. You know, he talked about there should be more customer service and less profit, not so much about the money, but about the relationships with the people that he was working with. What about you? What about me? I'll share what I think. I feel like I'm lucky. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I've been through a lot of different religions. I was raised to believe that there was a hereafter. I don't know if there's a hereafter or not, but what makes the most amount of sense to me is that I'm here, we are here. What makes sense to me is that we are here to learn to love, because I find love as the most significant thing. We can't really define it, but we can talk about some of the qualities of love. And I've shared a lot of the qualities of love on my YouTube channels, written a book about it, Book of Love. And I've studied a lot about love as much as I could, or as much as I have been able to so far. And I feel like that's my mission. Well, how does that get expressed? That gets expressed by looking at the people that are underserved. When I think about the children, 14,000 children dying every day from our neglect, I think about a mother holding that baby in her arms and the baby taking its last breath, and the incredible infinite pain that mother feels holding that baby. This is a very, very sad thing. 14,000 a day is incomprehensible. And because it's not right under our noses to where we know what we can do about it, to where we can see it, to where we can reach into our pocket and shell out a couple of dollars to save this person's life, this little person's life. But we don't do that, do we? Instead, we're buying luxury cars and we're concerned about, getting a reservation at the restaurant or buying that $2,000 handbag. So to me, what's the biggest lacking thing? What's the biggest pain? What's the most significant thing that can be done? Well, I think the most significant thing that can be done is finding a way to save those children, because inside of every human being is incredible potential. And we're not tapping into that potential when we let people die, when we let people kill each other with crime in our cities, when we let people that are living on the street in tents, and when we let ideologies like religions or politics that separate us, and ideologies like racism, where we think one race is more superior than the other race. It's all ridiculous. My place in the world, my place is focusing on the solution to all these problems I'm talking about, and that is building community. Because once we're working together, once we're cooperating, once we're taking part, because most of us aren't taking part. So there's a huge, incredible, untapped, when you talk about a gold mine, this is a million times more than a mine full of gold, which is nothing but a mineral. This is a human potential. So when we can tap into individuals that say, oh, I think I can contribute. I know this, I know that, I can help with this, or I need this, or I need that help. And if I get this kind of help, I'll be able to do this and that with my life. I'll be able to help others in this way. But that's not being tapped. Why? Because there's no platform for that. And people aren't aware of that. And people don't even think about that because there's no culture for that. So when I look at my life and I see, from my experience in different religions and different jobs I've had and traveling to different countries and observing different things, to me, this is the most significant contribution that I can make. That's my place in the world. My place in the world, even if it goes nowhere and I die without ever being able to accomplish anything in this area, it's still worth the trying the best I can and doing as much as I can to make this thing happen. And I've been working on it for many years. And every year I improve, and every year I have a little bit more success, and I learn more and I do better. And so that's my place in this world. My place in this world is looking at the key. What's the foundation? What's the cause of so much suffering and so many problems in this world, like homelessness, like crime, like racism, like poverty. And what's the key solution? Well, I know it's about community. That's what I figured out. So that matters to me. What about your place in the world? Do you care about that? Do you care about contributing in a big way? Or do you want to live your life isolated with your own family, or not even your own family, just with yourself and your new car? And people can do, you can do whatever you want. And I'm not in a position to judge because I don't have time for that. I have my work cut out for me. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm asking you the question. Do you know what your place in the world is? Have you chosen that? Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.